Again, on the 26th, following a tip-off, own troops arrested 2 Boko Haram terrorists who sneaked into Maiduguri, and the accomplice has also been arrested, and they are undergoing investigation. Again, within the period, we intercepted suicide bombers on the 26th, precisely at about 08:15 hours. Some civilians at Kashwanshanu in Maiduguri cited 2 suicide bombers trying to infiltrate the cattle market. And the suspects were challenged by the civilian JTF from a distance. But out of panic, one of them, of course, detonated the vest, and of course, she died immediately. While the second one attempted running and was shot. And of course, the vest was detonated later by EOD team from the Nigerian police. Now, at this stage, I would like to warn that given the situation of the Boko Haram terrorists who are currently in disarray, the public is hereby warned to be wary of individuals coming to hibernate in and around their homes. Also, we would like to warn that failure to report the presence of Boko Haram terrorist members in your home is tantamount to support to the Boko Haram terrorists. All are therefore requested to report such presence to troops and other security agencies. Now, within the period, we had a good number of high-profile Nigerian Army leadership coming to celebrate the Christmas with us, of course, led by the Chief of Army Staff himself. Own troops celebrated Christmas on the 25th with the Chief of Army Staff and other principal staff officers from Army Headquarters, Scout Commanders, and some other general officers commanding from divisions outside of the theater. And they came and they spent the time with us. The Chief of Army Staff Christmas and New Year goodwill message for the troops was delivered by these senior officers. And of course, the focus was to urge them to remain focused, disciplined, loyal, dedicated, and patriotic in the discharge of their duties. As part of the activities also, you also witnessed we had a church service, as well as the opening up of road Maiduguri, Mongunu, Baga, as well as Maiduguri, Gubio, Karetu, Damasak, which was conducted. The Governor of Borno State, Honorable Kashim Shettima, was the special guest of honor at the event. We were to have the Minister of Defense as well as the Minister of Information. Because of weather conditions on that day, for those of you who are in Maiduguri, you know what and of course the Chief of Air Staff, the weather conditions did not allow them to fly in. But of course the event went well, and I want to believe that a good number of you also covered those events, but I thought that's essential that will give you also such. Now, within the period, I don't know whether you can just run through some of the pictures that within the period, a total of 1,240, that is, with the space of this 1 week, 1,240 were arrested. Arrested because we believe at this stage, someone cannot be claiming to be an escapee. We have given enough notice for them to leave the various places that we were operating. And so whoever we now get is either a sympathizer or a member of Boko Haram terrorist family or a Boko Haram terrorist himself. So that's the number for you right on the screen. Perhaps it's necessary to also let you know that within the period, 30 Boko Haram terrorists surrendered to the Nigerian forces. The information at my disposal, of course, you know that we have the liaison officer from Niger Republic that is with us, that those who surrendered are currently in Difa, and comprising 24 males and 6 females. Now, going forward, what are some of the expectations? Now, at this stage of the operation, we will intensify our mop-up operations. We will also continue the road construction deep into the forest to enhance the domination. You recall that the Chief of Army Staff indicated, and of course he actually directed me that I should begin to look for locations where we're going to hold 2017 Nigerian Army Small Arms Championship, where will be the range and other associated issues that have to do with it. So we will continue the road construction to ensure that the Sambisa forest is dominated. Besides other exercises that we'll be conducting in that area, where all the tests of equipment, trials of equipment that we have that are required to be moved in the forest, that is where we're going to be conducting such things, all in a bid to dominate those general areas. Let me also say that as part of our expectations, other stakeholders are expected to repair the roads. If you look at the road between Maiduguri or just beyond Dikwa, these are things we're going to do. Come on. You see, this road is running from Ngala to Ran. This is the condition of the road. So what our troops have done is to help to mobilize the locals along with civilian JTF to see this being done. We believe that going forward for socio-economic activities to return to Kalabagi, this road must be constructed. You can see after laying that, this is the first vehicle that passed through along with our truck. This truck. More. This road, this bridge is the Ngala Bridge. This is where all those vehicles, when they leave Maiduguri, where they pass. It can't continue like this. At this stage, we believe that a lot of work must be done, and it must start up now. Why? That is what is going to facilitate, higher level of socio-economic activities for people to begin to return to their villages, and those who are engaged in border trades can begin to do that. Those who have industries, their goods cannot go across the country. This road must be done. Next, we also believe that, last time I talked about support, equipment support. We believe that where many Nigerians need to give credible support, what you find is a supply that TETFON, in liaison with the Nigerian Army, went into a partnership, and then they provided this water for us, which of course we're already sharing to the troops. This is a good support. Beyond food and other items, we're not looking for food, but we're asking for equipment that will help in rebuilding. Added to what, of course, the federal and state governments will do, we believe that where many Nigerians, individuals and corporate bodies should be able to do that to ensure that just as you desire that peace return speedily, that is achieved. And we also think that greater care for the IDPs need to be embarked upon, other stakeholders need to. And then we also believe that other civil security agencies, of course, will now massively move to Damasak, go to Mongono, go to Baga, move to Gambaru, Ngala in their numbers, and take charge of issues that have to do with security. Of course, that added to what the local vigilantes and civilian GTF will do. So on this note, ladies and gentlemen, let me state that we have won the war. But however, we need to win the peace.